graduating class of 2025 is an amazing group of young men and women. We've seen them grow through their years at Hillel Torah. And the beautiful thing about our class of 2025 is how they've really become one class. Regardless of when different people join, everyone's been accepted, everyone's been welcome, and they've really become one cohesive group.
I remember the first day of pre-nursery that Maddie Goltz came over to me and she tapped me on the shoulder and she said, "Hey, do you want to be friends?" And I said, "Sure." And me and Maddie are still amazing friends. I remember coming for Purim to the big school and being so excited to be able to come here and being able to see the big kids and look up to them.
What I remember from the matzah factory in preschool was, so we all came to school in our blue and yellow t-shirts that had Hillel Torah right across the front. And then we had the best time on the bus also. We went inside where we met a man. He showed us how to make the matzah. That was one of the best field trips that we went on.
In kindergarten, I did a video for Hillel Torah, and I talked about math and all the math I was learning then. And I remember I always used to see all like the big math on the board that I thought I could never do. But now in 8th grade, I'm looking back and I'm like, I've learned so much since I was in kindergarten.
I remember in kindergarten on a Friday, we built a boat from the Parsha, and we built it out of Twizzlers and pretzels and marshmallow fluff, and then we ate it and it tasted good. And it was fun because I built it with my friends and it helped me remember the Parsha.
In first grade, Morna Chami helped teach me the alphabet, which put me in a really good spot to learn with Geveret Kakon in 8th grade. When I was in preschool, I didn't really speak much Ivrit, and now I'm almost fluent because of the Ivrit teachers.
In first grade, we got our first Sidor. It was special because as a kid, it's hard to connect to Judaism, but they turned it into like a fun play, and it made it much easier to daven and want to daven.
Coming here from Israel in first grade, it felt kind of like a mini Israel, like with the banot and the shlichim. Yeah, like a mini Israel, just without the falafel.
Yom HaTzmaut at Hillel Torah is one of my favorite times of the year. The energy and the overall atmosphere is charged with excitement, and there are Israeli flags everywhere.
I had a lot of years to learn in Hillel Torah about Israel and how to speak the language better, how to understand it better, the Chumash, the Gemara, all the history. Being in Hillel Torah makes me feel like I'm right now in Israel. Second grade, we had the Chumash play, and we did a whole play about the Torah, and in the end we got our Chumash, a real Chumash for the first time, and now we could finally learn the Pasukim and the Chumash and not just talking about them, but actually learning and reading them.
Our class went through COVID towards the end of 3rd grade, and then all 4th grade we were in masks. Being away from each other for so long makes it feel more valuable to be able to be with your friends after you realize it's not a forever thing to be with your friends and be able to hang out with them.
In 3rd grade for the Chicago Fair, I had Maggie Daly Park and I built it out of Legos. And when we presented it, we had to present it over Zoom because it was COVID.
In 3rd grade, we did our Rashi play, and we learned about Rashi and how to understand Rashi. The Rashi play helped me a lot with learning Rashi in future classes.
The Rashi play was my first play that I ever had lines in. In the younger grades, I hadn't had any lines to speak because I refused them, but I finally felt confident enough to actually speak in front of everyone. And also after the Rashi play, we were practicing writing in ink, and I remember doing a perfect Yud letter, and I'm really proud of that Yud.
At the state fair, I had Maryland, and I did clay things of the state birds, research facts, things that commonly come from the state. I've enjoyed the clay, although to be fair, I just like clay stuff in general.
In 5th grade, we learned about Yom HaShoah, and we were all really excited because we heard there was going to be a play that we got to perform in. We were all really excited to start learning and to get our roles. Then from what we learned in 5th grade, we now got to use that knowledge for 8th grade for our Names Not Numbers project.
In 6th grade, we went to Camp Nagila. We took a bus there, and I remember this thing where I put marshmallows all over my hand at this bonfire we had, and it was really funny. We're just like having fun, and it was like very inclusive.
I really enjoy when the Banot Shirut do activities on Shabbat. It's like a more casual setting where we all get together and hang out. We have a lot of fun. Like we walk together and the activity is a lot of fun. And I always leave having learned something and just having a great time.
The 7th grade trip to Springfield was really fun because me, Max Leonard, and Jacob Leonard went to the dollar store while the rest of our class went to Abraham Lincoln's grave. And we couldn't go because we were Kohanim, which means we can't go near dead bodies. And it was really fun, and we got lots of snacks and drinks.
The Springfield trip was a lot of fun, like especially the hotel. I mean, I remember Lincoln's house. That was very cool, especially because it was exactly the same as when he lived there. We all bonded and we had a very good time.
I was new in 7th grade, and Rabbi Scott really helped me throughout the year. And he wanted to get to know me as a person.
I love to see how with so much hard work and dedication, these 8th graders became to be an amazing young adult, and I can't wait to see what the future brings after them.
Seeing them in the hallways, seeing them on the Springfield trip, seeing them in every single one of their classes, standing on stage, anything they do, they are 100% involved and invested in anything that they do.
It was just such a pleasure to be their teacher. I hope they take with them this spunk and spirit and joy for learning and curiosity.
I was on the basketball team in 7th and 8th grade, and it was a lot of fun because I got to do it with all my friends. And we had a really amazing coach. She would always help us, and we never lost a game, so we won the championship.
You make a lot of new friends when you play on the basketball team. You get closer with people and you have a good time. I learned a lot about how to work on a team together. Specifically for myself, I had a goal to get better every year.
Names Not Numbers is a thing we do in 8th grade where we interview Holocaust survivors. It's special to interview them because we get to learn about their stories. It was an experience that I'll never forget.
Our Names Not Numbers program in Hillel Torah impacted me in profound ways. What I learned from the experience of interviewing my Holocaust survivor was that you always need to have strength and resilience, hope and courage through dark times, no matter the circumstances.
Mr. Spear is my favorite teacher because he makes all those math jokes, and whenever he makes a mistake that the students catch, he says, just making sure you're paying attention.
Maccabea is color war with the whole middle school. There's 3 different teams, and they're split up with kids from each grade, from 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And this year I was a Maccabea captain for the blue team. It's a good leadership experience.
Maccabea is one of the best parts of being in middle school because you get to have a lot of fun. Maccabea is all about teamwork, whether it's a STEM challenge, basketball, or anything.
This year, we went on a trip for Mautchi team. I think Chesed was a really big part of my years here at Hillel Torah. It motivates me to do better, and it makes me feel really happy and proud of myself when I help other people who need it.
I've known Malkakon since maybe my childhood, 2nd grade, 1st grade music class. And now I'm in his Lashon class. It's very fun, very, very fun. We're now making lots of stuff with him. I learn with him a lot, more than I've ever did. He teaches well. It's amazing. He's a great teacher.
I think some of the books in ELA that I've read were really interesting. I did think about them afterwards, like especially To Kill a Mockingbird, we just read that. I like how Mrs. T, like she pushed us to like start reading like harder books, especially because we're in 8th grade. I think it's gonna be beneficial for high school especially.
The chesed at Hillel Torah is like very special. We go to Park Plaza a lot. We go usually like before holidays and we dance and sing with them. We can make them feel more engaged with the holiday.
At the 8th grade Shabbaton, it was on my birthday, the Friday of it, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it to Montage and they sang happy birthday to me, and they picked me up when I was sitting down. Then the next day I laid, then at Mincha I got Galila. And it was a really good Shabbaton and I really enjoyed it.
Last year for the B'nai Mitzvah in 7th grade, we learned Eish Echad with our Navi class, and then we like made a scrapbook with a partner. I was with Molly, and then like we showed how it like connected to us.
This year in 8th grade we have the stock market club every Friday. I definitely learned a lot and it's been a lot of fun from it with Mr. Safir. I think he's the best math teacher I've had so far, and I definitely think he made me more interested in math.
Every year, 2 Banot Shirut come to Hillel Torah from Israel and stay for the year. And they play a lot of fun games with us in our classroom, like once a month. And I think that all the kids like make really good relationships with the Banot. Since they're from Israel, they talk to us in Hebrew, and I feel like it also helps my Hebrew get better when I talk to them.
The Shlichim at Hillel Torah are a great group of families that move in from Israel to Hillel Torah and help Hillel Torah and the students to do well. There's been, since I've been at Hillel Torah, there's always been a few Shlichim and their families. They come and help really improve the environment at Hillel Torah and make us feel like we're connected to Israel and make the school overall a better place.
Mrs. Coet, I read a lot of books in her class. Last year we read A Night Divided in her class, and I really liked that book, and it was one of my favorite books we read here. And like the way she would teach it to us was very helpful.
They've grown so much as a group, each of them individually as well, and I really hope they take that feeling of accomplishment and success with them as they continue to pursue their passions in whatever they decide to do in life.
These 8th grade girls are angels. They're beautiful daveners. They come in every day wanting to grow, wanting to learn, wanting to be inspired, and also to inspire the other girls in the building.
I find that for younger students in the school, you guys are people who could be dugmaot ishiyot, religious role models of what it means to be a Jew. I also have felt over the years that I've known you that you are so good at taking responsibility for any leadership opportunity. Whether it's this year, whether it's for Hanukkah, whether it's for Purim, you guys are amazing at taking that responsibility.
I wish for you that you are learning and growing always, that you continue to ask questions, to be curious, and that you continue to be there for each other and support each other through high school and beyond.
And I want to say, be self-confident to show everyone your talent and dream, and don't be afraid to make your dreams come true. And I wish you much of success in high school.
When I came to Hillel Torah in 8th grade, everybody was just so nice. I had my friends who helped me and taught me what I needed. I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff I had here, but it's an experience and I got the most I could have.
Looking back all the way in kindergarten, starting to learn the alphabet, and now in 8th grade, writing essays in Hebrew, I feel like when I look each year I've grown so much. I'm so thankful and grateful to my teachers who've helped me get to where I am today.
I'm gonna miss Hillel Torah. It's been a long journey, 11 years of my life. I don't remember anything before Hillel Torah because I was 3 years old when I joined, so it's going to be a new adventure leaving Hillel Torah, and I'm going to miss it.